Yo, yo, hip hop heist, man. What up? We back at it with another reaction. Ray J, BLASTS, Snoop Dogg for lying and mistreating death row artists over their publishing. Shout out to Chick Smooth with the clip. Let's get right to it, man. Yeah. Hit that like and subscribe, man. Yeah, shout out Chick Smooth, my bad. I was on to something right now. But shout out Chick Smooth. Go follow him. We appreciate him bringing us this clip. Again, we Hip Hop Heist TV. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. Let's get it.
Ray J is worried about the wrong death row right now. Now, Ray J has officially joined the fight along with other West Coast artists and calling out Snoop Dogg for being shady behind the scenes. Now, this is actually a reoccurring theme every couple of months. His cousin Daz Dillinger is always calling him out, saying Snoop is doing shady things with death row behind my back. The last one was 3 months ago. Daz came out and said, yo, Snoop kicked me out of death row. Not only that, but he's been attempting to copyright my music from his catalog without my approval. Daz also accused Snoop Dogg of trying to sell Death Row's catalog to Universal for $1 billion.
It's all your stuff. Now, you were saying something about the paw. Now, what are you talking about with the paw?
Well, like I was saying, the paw is trademarked. Like I told Snoop, you got rejected and I got accepted. You know what I'm saying? So that was the moneymaker. The paw is like the Apple sign, like I said before. And like I said, they tried to go behind my back and trademark all my work and then flung my face like, yeah, that's all we want, because I'm finna sell everything for $1 billion to Universal. You know what I mean? But don't be selling my shit.
Now, what do you mean by selling? He said he was going to sell it, or what? They're selling Death Row, the new Death Row that just came?
Snoop, everything Snoop is involved with, he gonna sell all that shit for $1 billion. You know, the motherfuckers cash out for their catalog. And then he sell that shit and he just start over and make new music. You know, it's easy. You sell what you got. You know what I'm saying? You got all that money. I mean, I'm the cow niggas pocket, but I got my own pocket. You know what I mean?
Now, how many albums is over there? At Death Row? Because you were saying that it was the Doggy Style and it was two other ones you was talking about?
Yeah, you know, the shit that I got on the wall right here, you know what I'm saying? The Chronic is already going back to Dr. Dre. Tupac that took all his greatest hits album, all his shit back over to Amaru. So what is left on Death Row? But I'm coming to get my shit, so what's going to be left on Death Row? So he got to make new catalog. And that's where all the new cats come in at, you know what I'm saying?
Now, back then, Snoop actually responded back to him and told him, Daz, shut the fuck up, you broke boy. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do all I can to make sure that you remain broke.
Hey, yo. Chiggs is satire, dog. He is funny, bro. That was comedy, bro. Give it up for Chiggs. That was.
Ain't got shit to do but hate on me, huh? In a minute, I'ma fuck you up, cuz. On some real shit. Not physically, but business-wise. Cause you broke as a motherfucker right now, so I'ma fuck you up in a minute, cuz. Leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone.
You didn't put that on the internet.
Leave me alone, cuz. I'ma fuck you up.
Now, I know it was funny back then, but looking back on it now, it might have been a little bit strange. And today, looks like Ray J has officially entered the battle of calling out Snoop Dogg over the way Snoop has been handling Death Row and Death Row business ever since he bought it. Here's what Ray J said.
Hey, yo, Snoop, you know, you my relative. I talked to Julian. I talked to Daz. I talked to Crep. I talked to everybody, and everybody's telling me you turned into the new Suge. I don't want to believe that, Snoop. I don't want to believe that you turned into the new Suge. I want to believe that you've given everybody what they deserved. And everything that they ever didn't get, you taking over Death Row was supposed to be the one to be the savior to give everybody what they needed. On the street is that you haven't given anybody nothing. And you became the new Suge. I don't want to believe that, Snoop. I want you to respond, and I want you to tell me that you're not the new Suge. I want you to tell me that you gave everybody all the publishing and all the rights and everything that they deserved. You're a great person, and I love you. Can you please tell her that I'm tripping and that you have not become Suge Knight? Because if you have, then we'll deal with that and we'll figure it out. But everybody Everybody's feelings are hurt. Nobody feels like you have come through for them. Everybody from the LBC to Carson to Compton to Los Angeles all the way up to Santa Clarita. But you've been keeping all the money and you're super rich. I love you, Snoop. Please respond to this because I'm not here to try to point the finger. But when Daz tells me something, Julian tells me something, and then there's like 20 other people that's telling me other things that are surprising. Because the last thing I thought that you would be is the new Suge Knight. Make it make sense, Snoop.
Now, a lot of people seem to be pissed off at Ray J for being the one to speak out for the other artists that do not have a big of a platform like he does. People are saying, Ray J, mind your goddamn business. Why does Snoop Dogg gotta pay him? Well, this kind of contradicts everything Snoop said he would do with Death Row when he bought it.
Put you in a position where you can make moves and make this label grow like it should have grown and tie you back into something that you created. And then at the same time go back, take care of all of the old artists like Rage, RBX, Daz, Corrupt, all the people who didn't get their publishing or didn't get things that were supposed to be given to them, making sure that we lining it up now and making sure those numbers are accurate as opposed to what they were.
Right. We gotta take a long.
So, because Snoop has not fulfilled what he said he would do, you can imagine why people are coming out and speaking out against him. Even though Snoop is not legally obligated to pay anybody, at a certain point, your words gotta mean something. We see Snoop Dogg in every goddamn commercial, every goddamn sport. The man just became the ambassador to one of the USA women's ice sports teams. So Snoop is not going broke by paying people what they deserve. And at a certain point, you gotta clear things up or at least address it just to keep the negative PR away from your name. You're doing amazing things. You're working with bigger brands every single damn time we see you. Why not just pay everybody and give everybody back their publishing? You guys get in the comments below. Let's see if...
Yeah, I feel like that would do it, man. I feel like him not doing what he said he was gonna do, it don't look good, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, business is business. Are your relationships stronger than business relationships? I don't know, you know. Yeah, I think everybody's really, I mean, legally deserving of their, you know, their right publishing, like. And Daz made a lot of beats, so he was rapping too, but he was on beats as well, and you know, that's yeah, I just feel like he gonna get paid. He needs to get paid out for that. And whether Snoop Dogg is about to sell it or not, I think that's the most brilliant business deal. What's everybody in it for? Like, you know what I mean? And Snoop's in it for his grandchildren's grandchildren. You know what I mean? With the type of operation that he's moving with. I mean, I feel like it's the ball's in Snoop's court, no matter what. I think Ray J is just speaking up. So maybe some of his people have lost some money, or didn't get what they deserved. His close people. So I feel like maybe that's why he's speaking up. He's really good at keeping in the tabloids, so maybe he's just hitting on that because he knows Snoop. It's easy to talk about. But at the end of the day, man, we'll see what's to come. Hopefully everybody gets what they deserve, you know what I mean? That's all really you can ask for. But we about to get out of here, man. This Hip Hop Heist TV. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. Be happy, be healthy. Do what you got to do to survive. Like Pac said, also, man, be of service. Help somebody out today. And, yeah, man, shout out Chigs for bringing us the clip to react to. Yeah, Hip Hop Heist TV. Go check out the merch down below. Peace.